All right, welcome back to the channel. Ooh, Clarissa Sheilds gonna be in trouble for picking the wrong guy in the Canelo Alvarez Terence Crawford fight. Let's talk about that and something else very important to the sport of boxing in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, Clarissa Sheilds has a Freudian slip and picks Canelo Alvarez to beat Terence Crawford. And then says, I mean, I have Terence Crawford. Now, before I get into this Freudian slip, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for what you do for the channel. It really does make a huge difference to us. But let's get into this, man, because first of all, let me tell you what a Freudian slip is. A Freudian slip is when you're thinking something and somebody asks you a question and an honest answer comes out your mouth instead of the one that you wanted to give them. So in this particular instance, Clarissa Sheilds was asked, who do you have in the Terence Crawford Canelo Alvarez fight? And Clarissa Sheilds said, Canelo. I mean, Terence. No. Tell the truth, Clarissa. You've got Canelo Alvarez in this fight for sure. Can hear it in your voice, can see it. And because you know why? Because unfortunately, everybody that got sense is going to think that Canelo Alvarez is going to win this fight. Honestly, because in a lot of ways, this fight is a gimmick fight. It's not a fight that was really ever planned. This is Terence Crawford is not natural to that weight class. Does not matter. Sorry about that. Wife called in the middle of the video, so you know you got to pick it up. Sorry about that. So back to the Freudian slip. The Freudian slip, when she says that she thinks Terence Crawford is going to win this fight, she doesn't mean it. Most people don't mean it because really, it looks like it's a close fight on paper, and I'm hoping with all my heart that it is a close fight. But the more I listen to the people that picked Terence Crawford to beat Errol Spence Jr., the more that I listen to the people that picked picked Terence Crawford to beat Errol Spence, I'm listening to the same people looking at this Terence Crawford versus Canelo fight, and most all of them are picking Canelo over Terence Crawford. Mike Tyson is picking Canelo over Crawford and saying, look, man, I love Terence Crawford, but more than likely this is not going to happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Why would he say it doesn't look like it's going to happen? Mike Tyson has all kind of information, inside information about the sport of boxing. Mike Tyson gets a lot of his fight picks right, especially when he's really looking at it. So for him to say that tells me that people close to the situation are saying, okay, hey, man, this is probably going to go Canelo's way. More than likely, this is a cash grab for Bud late in his career. More than likely, it is a cherry pick for Canelo Alvarez. That's just more than likely. But when I say that, I'm just talking about the way these fights generally play out in boxing history. You can name a lot of fighters or several fighters that move up in weight and fight guys like Roy Jones Jr. fought John Ruiz, moved up several weight classes to win the heavyweight title. But guess what he didn't do? He didn't move all the way up there to fight Lennox Lewis. Similar to the way that that Andre Ward is willing to move up and fight Anthony Joshua, but he's not willing to move up to fight Deontay Wilder or move up to fight Alexander Usyk. These are specific nice little shots that people see when they have somebody vulnerable. Terence Crawford does not think that Canelo Alvarez is that vulnerable. You have seen him go the distance for the last 5 fights. You've seen him not win, not knock on anybody out in the last 5 fights. But that doesn't mean that he's not somebody that can turn it all the way up when he's fighting you. And for the last 5 fights, he did win them all handily. So look, Clarissa Sheilds, because she can say, no, I got Bud. I think Bud can do it. I can beat. More than likely, man, that is what you get when you have somebody that's just, in your camp. So you have Shakur Stevenson that's in her camp, in Bud's camp. You have Keyshawn Davis that's in Bud's camp. Those guys, Bernie the Boxer's in Bud's camp. You're going to hear those guys picking Bud and sticking with Bud because they want to be a squad. They want to be there for mental support. That's their guy. That's who they're riding with. Man, if Bud Crawford wanted to move up and fight Anthony Joshua, Clarissa Sheilds would probably say, oh, I got Anthony Joshua. Oh, I mean, Bud. That's probably what that's going to be. And all of that's going to be. So for the rest of this week, I am telling people, man, like, I don't want to pick anybody for the fight, really, because I want Bud to win. But the way it's setting up, even the fact that there's small rumors about Terence Crawford having re-injured a shoulder in training camp, and his basically a surgically repaired shoulder. And one of the things that you really cannot forget about in this fight, and I think is very, very significant in this fight, really is the age of Terence Crawford. Many people have been saying in the lead up to this fight that he looks more slow, he looks more sluggish. Man, and that is probably going to be not just because of the weight, but also because of the age and the fact that he's been, like, when you fight one time a year for a long time, you don't know when the one time is when you're just going to be rusty. And man, I don't want that for Bud, but the closer I get to the fight, man, the more my stomach tells me that this is a Canelo Alvarez win and that it's probably not going to be a close fight. And that's very, very unfortunate if that takes place, man, because we need a battle in that fight for all of the hype and all of the stuff that was put out there about that. For if Bud is not competitive in this fight, if you have hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars spent, there's absolutely no undercard whatsoever worth anything. Really, what it looks like is just a big parade in Vegas for Turkey Al-Sheikh to have fun over the course of 4 days. That's all it really looks like. It's all it really looks like to me. But anyway, we'll see what happens, man. I'm Team Bud for this particular fight. If these guys were the same size, if everything was equal, I would have Bud over Canelo if everything was equal. The only problem is, in this particular instance, not everything is equal. Now, I want to, on the last part of this video, and I appreciate you staying to the end. Look, there was a meeting or a committee meeting held open to the public by the California State Athletic Commission. In this particular meeting, the head of the California State Athletic Commission tried to rubber stamp Turkey Al-Sheikh's and TKO's attempt to redo the Muhammad Ali Act by introducing something called the Muhammad Ali Revival Act. The public feedback on the particular bill was 100% negative. So they didn't rubber stamp it that day. Now they're going to go to do research on why people say that this bill is something that they should not do. But originally, according to the reports, they wanted to rubber stamp it and they didn't want to have any public comment, but enough people jumped at them to make them do that. So if in your state, and you're a boxing fan and you know of your athletic commission, please make sure that when you have an opportunity, that if they have those meetings, to go send a note, do something and let them know that, because we don't really want them to be able to gut the rights and the protections that boxers have and turn boxing into the UFC, which is already a model that is suppressive and oppressive to fighters. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.